take a moment to sit. Oh, now you can't see me. I'll just sit on this hang. To lift yourself up tall and evenly. I'm gonna reach back, that buttock flush away. And bring my hands to my chest. Close my eyes. And take a moment to gather myself into myself. Forgetting all that went on before class, anything that went on throughout the day. But be here completely with yourself. Feel how on the inhalation, it helps you lengthen the spine, to draw the spine upwardly, to roll the shoulders back. Think about the exhalation, how on the exhalation that promotes the shoulder blades and the trapezium, releasing down your back. The exhalation also promotes a softness to the facial muscles, a softness in the throat. Let's do the 3 arms together. On an inhalation, relift. On an exhalation, bow your heads down. Can you guys hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay. Because I have my headset with me in case I need to use it, but I'd rather not. I feel like there's something in my ears that doesn't belong. Okay. You were on some height for swastikasana. Can you either go to your minimalist height or nothing and sit in swastikasana with the same cross of your legs? Okay. This is Parivrtta Adho Mukha Swastikasana. So I'll do, actually it's good because I get to show you on my worst side. I'll go to my left, but you'll be going to your right, and you'll get to see that it's okay if this leg and this hip come up. It's my stiffer side. So I take my turn, I parshva, okay, and then I'm going over. I'm trying to get the elbow outside the knee. Elbow outside the knee, and now you see that hip start to come up. That's okay. Try to put either the hands or the forearms on the floor and turn. I'm going to call. I should have showed you before I went up into the pose. This juncture right here is the thoracic lumbar juncture. That has to turn and it has to move in. So I'll show you from this side. So I'm turning. It's right here. It's kind of a thick area and it has to turn and move in. As opposed to this. It has to turn and move in. And then maybe eventually, now you can't see me, but maybe eventually I get my head and my trunk closer to the floor. Yeah? So it's Parivrtta Adho Mukha Swastikasana. Don't worry about that leg coming up. Let it come up. And don't hold your head up, but you can move your chin away from your chest. Karen. Okay. And now inhale and come up. Same cross. turn to your left for the Parshva. Okay, and now slide that forearm, elbow outside. Mine has to go to this thoracic lumbar juncture on your right side of your back. Turn there, turn there, turn there, and go down. There will be one side that is easier. Never mind if the leg comes up, if the hip comes up. Mind on the thoracic lumbar juncture. There. I haven't decided whether to call it a juncture or a junction. All right, now come up and switch the cross of your legs, but before you do that, just decompress the knees, press the thighs down. So sort of a Dandasana. Dandasana action. Okay, and then cross the other way. If you weren't just crossing, turn to your right. Slide the forearm, slide the elbow. Turn, stay upright a little bit longer if it's your stiffer side, like it is for me, and move that thoracic lumbar. Turn from that thoracic lumbar. In and up. And then down. Let it come down. This is medicine for the hips, Abhi told us. Medicine for the hips. Inhale, come up. Set left side, turn. Slide. Mind on that area, that thick area. Bring it in, make it thinner. Forearms down. Head down, back down. All right, and then inhale and slowly come up. I'm going to try something else now. See if this can work against Jonathan's iPad. He didn't give me any. There we go. Okay, so now I think a sticky mat is best if you don't need your sticky mat that you're sitting on to do. You can just be on the floor, but I'm going to roll tightly. So I'm just going to roll it in half. And then roll it from the non-open edge, from the folded edge. And I'm going to roll it really tight. Just Uttanasana. If you need to, if you can't touch the floor, in Uttanasana, typically on your own, when you're just taking Uttanasana and you have to use blocks, you can use blocks or a chair. So you've probably done with Devin or some other Iyengar teacher, high heel Uttanasana, right? Where we've done this, okay? Now we're doing high-toed Uttanasana. So the toes, the ball of my foot and my toes are up on that roll. The feet are hip distance apart. So I want you to open up the back of your legs. Extend your toes well forward, press the ball of the foot down, and now pull up the thighs. Nice concave, roll the shoulders back. Abdomen towards the spine. Go forward. Look forward. If you have neck issues, this is really, really good for your neck. Pull up on the kneecaps, on the quadriceps, and make the upper thoracic spine more and more concave. instead of convex. Open up the backs of your knees, the backs of your thighs, spin those groins. So on the front of the leg, the thighs have to roll in, and on the backs of the legs, they're spinning, like they're moving away from each other, the two groins are. Vidya, take your hips back just a little bit. Hips back, yeah. You can be up on your fingertips, Yeah, now take the trunk forward with the hips staying in that. There you go. Oh, what a beautiful adjustment that was. Nice. Thoracic spine into the body, just the concave. Okay. All right, now inhale and come up. You need 2 bricks. Does everybody have 2 bricks? Yeah. And you need your wall. I'm so used to, in fact, why don't I just do that? I'm so used to my teaching platform being on the side of me. Let's just see how this is gonna go. Here. Jonathan's gonna come in here and go, what the heck happened? Can't see. All right, this is 2 bricks at the wall. Having a hard time with this. The long way. I'm just hoping to open up your arms and shoulders a little bit. See how I've got the 2 bricks at the wall there? See that? Okay. Basically what we're doing here is I'm making your arms longer. So you have true access to your shoulders and really better access to your legs. So the index finger and thumb mound right here is the most intelligent part of your palm. I don't know if you knew that, but news flash right there. That should stay on the bricks. So I'm pressing that into the bricks. I don't care if the other fingers move away from the bricks. Okay, then I push back. And basically I've made my arms longer. Don't know if you can see that, but I push from my wrist upwards, reaching those arms upwards, reaching the thoracic spine, the lumbar spine, the hips, up and back. Just let your head go down and relax. Strongly use your front thighs to back thighs. Push into those bricks and reach the spine up and in. It's an easier downward dog, right? Yeah, it's good. All right, now inhale and stand up. Just stand in Tadasana in the middle of the mat while I'm gonna use one of these here. Sorry I'm having such a hard time with this. There we go. All right, so you're standing in the middle of your mats. A little bit back. Okay, we're just going to take Utthita Trikonasana and Utthita Parsvakonasana. So if you need the brick, put it on your right side. Stand in the middle of your mat. Still getting cut off, huh? we go. Tadasana. Join your feet. Roll the thighs in, press the thighs back. Stretch your arms well towards the fingers towards the floor. Roll those shoulders backwards, straight ahead. Move the tailbone in as if someone's pulling your tailbone forward towards your screen in front. And you may jump or step, your choice. Bring the hands up, separate the feet a wide distance. Utthita Hasta Padasana. So have a good look. I know, I taught this morning, and when I first did this, I was like, oh, I stiffened up because I practiced from 5:30 to 8:30, and then I went and had a little bite to eat, and then I taught at 9:30. But in that 1 hour, I was like, oh, I stiffened up. So my hips were further back, and I was falling slightly forward. So you observe yourself. This is the thing about Zoom. You have to be your own teacher, so to speak, and line yourself up accordingly. Stack your bones, feet, shin bones, thigh bones, pelvis accordingly. Turn your left toes in, turn your right leg out. Press down into the inner edge of your front foot, the outer edge of your back foot. Inhale on an exhalation, be in Utthita Trikonasana. Your arms should line up, right? One right underneath the other. Now firmly with the inner edge of the front foot, the outer edge of the back foot, and that back thigh being very firm. From this top side, it has to be strong. This is the gluteus medialis. Avi said in the workshop a couple weeks ago, it's the most ignored of the gluteal muscles, and it works on the outer hip. So this has to be firm. This top hip of yours, that's on your left side, that has to be firm. Now, bring the, lengthen the right ribs and side body forward towards the armpit. And head back and look up at that top one. It's good, guys. Turn the ribs, so you're turning your back body more towards the wall behind you. Bringing those underside of the ribs more towards the camera and more towards your bottom armpit. All right, and then inhale and stand up. Take your grip to the other side if you don't have your two grips ready. Extend the arms. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left leg out. Be even there. Wait, observe, watch yourself. Lengthen up that left side. Inhale. On your exhalation, reach, extend. Stack your arms. One hand, arm right underneath the other. Press the inner edge of the front foot down, the outer edge of the back heel down, and move your bottom ribs more forward so they're more, more towards the inside of your leg. And the back ribs are rolling more towards the wall behind you. Turn, turn. You basically can't turn too much. Your hips will stop you. Pressurize the hand on the brick where that index finger and thumb are, so that you can feel one hand pressing down, one arm reaching up, like someone's pulling you up with a rope on your ceiling. Okay, and then inhale and come back up. Jump or step the feet back together, stand in Tadasana. Urdhva Baddha inhalation pulse. Press the palms away from you. Exhale, go up. strong feet. Energize your feet to energize your legs. And reach the trunk upwards. Arms back. Bring those arms back. Reach up with the side body. Mean the stretch. All right, and then reach the arms down. Change the interlace. Press the palms away from you. Pull the upper arms firmly into the sockets. And take the arms up. Again, feet firm, legs firm. Reach up and go back. Tailbone still forward into the body, thighs back. Reach up. Get taller, longer in the side body. And then inhale, come back up. One more time. We're only going to work on 3 standing poses today. So I thought we'd do both. The first 2 twice through. We'll stay a little shorter time this time. You know what to do. Utthita Trikonasana on the right side. Turn your left toes in. Turn your right leg out. Be firm on those legs. Levelize your trunk. Inhale, on an exhalation, extend. Without letting that bottom shoulder come forward, move the ribs, the side of your chest towards the armpit. And turn those top ribs back towards the ceiling. Inhale, come up. Turn the feet. Turn to the left. Inhale. On exhalation, extend. Extend the underside ribs towards the armpit. Head back, chin away from the chest. You have the flexibility. Look up at that top hand. Inhale, come up. Turn the feet back to center. Tadasana. Okay, one more little arm thing. You'll interlace the palm. If this is too hard, you have the option of holding your wrists. So it's either interlacing or go sideways. Interlacing and go down first, ribs back. So the tendency when we go down is to puff the ribs. Keep the ribs back and go back. So you've gone down and then go back. Lift the chest. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back and lift it up, or you're holding the your favorite wrist. Pull down and back. Thighs back. Ribs back. All right, and then inhale. Come up. Utthita Parshva Konasana. Utthita Parshva Konasana. From Tadasana. Hands up, jumper step. Turn the left toes in, turn the right leg out. Okay, bend slowly. Keep the outer edge of the back heel down and release. Groin tuck. It's going from the groin to the outer knee. When I bend to form that square, this is going towards the outer knee. Then extend the trunk, either the hand on the brick or the floor, and take the arm in a lateral fashion. Lateral side angle pose. reach with the side body towards the right. Everything, you know, the arm, the side of the trunks, the sides of the trunk are going to the right, and that back leg is staying back. Buttock forward, so the bent knee buttock has to tuck under you more, and then the knee has to stay back. So you bring the buttock under you more and the knee back more. Yeah, bend in the hip. Inhale and come up. Second side. Turn the feet back to face forward. Turn your right toes in, left leg out. Stand up straight, tall, firmly. Energize the feet. Energize the legs. Inhale. On your exhalation, go down into your square. Keep resisting that left hip. Lift that left side of your pelvic up. Turn the trunk from the right side back to that left side. And then exhale. And take the arm over. Reach. Turn. Keep turning those ribs. Buttock tucking under you more, knee staying back, outer edge of that heel, back heel, inner edge of the front foot. Nice. Inhale, come back up. Just give yourself a little brief rest here in Utthita. Not even hasta, just Utthita Padasana. Do it one more time. Extend the arms. Turn the left toes in, turn the right leg out. Exhale to bend and reach. It's nice if you can do it in one movement. Reach. Reach and turn. Turn the ribs. Uncover those bottom ribs. Don't let them get sucked in. It's the back ribs that have to move in so that the front bottom ribs can get uncovered and the chest can open more. Nice. Okay, and you come up. Last time. To the left. Turn, energize the feet, energize those legs. Face forward, inhale, exhale. This is what I mean by one movement. Turn, glue that outside of your left thigh towards that inner arm. They should push, they should help one another. They're actually a prop for one another. Head back, chin away from the chest. You're opening up that whole pelvis, rib cage area. There's so many important organs there in that region. And then inhale and stand up. Be in Baddha Hasta Uttanasana. So I'm just turning sideways to show you. My feet are a little apart with my slightly toed in. I reach up in Urdhva Hasta. I bind and hold those elbows. And I come forward. And down. If you can't do that, you can just your hands can be on your bricks if you can't do full Uttanasana. Right? You've got two bricks, like something along these lines. Otherwise, let your abdomen, let your back drape downwards. Relax your neck. Yes, the legs still have to work. All right, inhale and come up. We're gonna work on some Parivrtta Trikonasana. So, this guy. Oh, you know what? Drop one more pose. Just keep the chair to the side. Sorry. Let's see. Parshvottanasana with the, let's go. I'll kind of show you on the diagonal, something like that. Yeah. So your right leg will be forward and your left leg is back. Turn the hips, turn the trunk, spin the groin of that back leg, right? From inside to out. Turn that back thigh. Press the back thigh strongly back. Lengthen upwards your trunk. And now exhale, folding evenly over those hips. Come down into your concave, Parshvottanasana. Yes, bricks, blocks are fine. Okay, so your left side is open, is it not? So it has to do the lion's share of the opening or the lengthening of the front of the trunk. Okay, so do that all you can manage. Okay, now watch. You're gonna bring your back knee down onto the floor and press that shin back like you would for paragasana. Paragasana. Come up, take your right leg out to the side, toes up, in line to that front thigh. Okay, so that left side of your trunk, got all that length. Now, I'll show you just with movement. Oh, let's say 4 to 6 times. You're gonna press mightily down onto that paragasana shin and ankle, and you're just gonna go. Move the trunk. Feel that maximum extension on that left side. That's this top side that you just lengthened, right? Okay, then you grab your toes, take that top arm up, and reach it overhead, turn the trunk, paragasana. Okay, so how an easier pose, like Parshvottanasana, can help you in paragasana. Turn the trunk so that it faces forward. Doesn't matter if you can't touch your toes. Just reach along your shin, but don't let the trunk close up. Turn your back ribs towards the wall behind you, your front ribs to the wall in front of you. Okay, and now inhale and come up. And you're in this little, paragasana-like pose. So you put the hands back down, and now you change legs. Now your right leg is forward. Come up, be in Parshvottanasana. No, with your left leg forward, sorry. With your left leg forward. And we'll do it on the other side. So turn your hips, square those hips. Pull your right hip back, your left hip back and your right hip forward. Press firmly into the front edge of your front foot and the outer edge of your back. Exhale, fold. And now it's that right side of your trunk that you have to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Get maximum extension on that side. Just in the concave here. Pull the shoulders back. It's like I'm dragging the fingertips forward to lengthen the side body. Remember the gluteus medius, whatever you want to call it. That area, both sides have to be firm and pulled into the bottom. Okay, then you come down onto your back leg, knee, shin. Put it carefully down and reach the left leg out for paragasana. Take the arms out to the side and just do a little movement. Reach. See if you can reach without collapsing the left side. Lengthen the left side. And then take the arm up and over. Press mightily into that shin and ankle of your paragasana leg. Reach and turn. Turn. Good. All right, and now inhale, come up. So you come back to that Parsvottanasana. And now just reach both legs back. And one last Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now we're facing dog pose. Crown your wrists. Pull up your arms. Pull up your trunk. Press the thighs back. Spin the groins away from each other. And the buttock bones as well, away from each other. Legs very, very firm. Now you can walk up and step up and have a look here. I will show you with the left leg forward. You'll be doing it with the right leg forward. So do you see how I have the chair? So the chair seat is turned away from me. It can really be any chair. I'm not sure what you guys have, but any chair will do. At least two of the legs should be on the sticky mat. I'm sure you've done this before. The block is not quite up to the leg of the front leg of the chair. You will be stepping your right leg forward and just watch first. So I'm doing almost like I was doing in Parsvottanasana, right? I'm turning the hips compact. You'll be reaching up with your left arm. I reach up. This hand is going to stay on this chair bar. It's going to push down to help me turn in this thoracic lumbar region. So here. And on the brick, thumb and index finger. Now I push down onto this chair and turn, moving and lengthening that underside, which will be your left side, right here, towards the armpit. Head back and turn. The back leg buttock, it should be turning. Right? It's turning from the tailbone slightly towards the side I'm turning to. Head back. All right, let's see. You're already there. Yeah, press the hand down. The elbow stays bent. So Pratima, you're just doing regular. You have to revolve. Yeah, the chair is sideways. It's on the outside of your right leg. Yeah, and the chair seat is away from you. Yeah, so Karen, well, okay, that's fine. That works. Yeah, that works. Watch crisscrossing the groins, right? Still feel that you're not bringing the groins closer to one another. And if you feel that, you can move your back foot leg wider. But I wanted you to feel that length at that thoracic lumbar juncture, and it's lengthening towards the armpit. Yeah, and you're pressing with the top arm, yeah, top arm into that chair bar. Yeah. All right, so now Amelia, just take that top arm up. Reach that top arm up and turn. Go on turning. Yeah. All right, inhale and come up. And so to change, all you do, so this was, I'm doing the opposite side as you. So to change, I just move the chair to the other side. And the block there. The block is halfway, sorry, my foot is halfway between the block and the foot. The foot is in the middle, right? So here I am, pre-Parsvarottanasana. Turn the hips to be square. Work that back thigh, roll the back inner thigh towards the outer. So now it's going to be your left buttock. No, sorry. Your right buttock has to turn. So here I go. You are reaching up with your right arm. Reach up. Become really, really tall. Start the turn early. Start turning now. Without crossing the groins. Take the hand down. So this hand is pushing into the chair bar, and so then I'm lengthening this underside of my ribs. Woo. Turn, 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 turn. You can reach around briefly with the hand that was on the chair and feel, is my right buttock turning? Your right buttock should turn towards the floor. It shouldn't be collapsing. So Pratima, you're just doing regular Trikonasana. We're doing Parivrtta. So the chair has to be on the other side of the front leg. I think you already did that side, sweetie. You may have to change to have the other leg forward. Yeah, and now chin away from your chest. Head back, Karen. Yeah, there you go, lengthen. Get longer on that underside. Turn towards the camera now, Pratima. Turn, turn, turn towards the camera. Yeah, your chair has to be, yeah, that's okay. Turn, turn, yeah. Yeah, don't cross the groins. Watch that. Okay. All right, we're gonna do it without the chair and just see what happens, huh? If you're not sure, please have your back heel at the wall. So I'm gonna just do that with you. All right, so from Ujjita Hasta Padasana, or from Tadasana, energize those legs, the feet. Strong feet, strong legs. Pull up, roll in, spread out. Bring the hands up, jumper step. Okay, turn to your right. So deeply, instead of just a little bit. For Trikonasana, we may have turned 30 to 40 degrees. You can turn your back toes in about 60 degrees and turn your right leg all the way out to 90. Turn the back, thigh, and hip. So it's facing forward. If you're not doing it, it's hard. You're collapsing. Pick up your front foot, except for your heel, of course. So see how I'm up on my, you see that? Okay, so it makes me be more upright And it also makes me use that front leg quadricep. It's a good tip I learned from a very special favorite teacher of mine. Okay, so reach up with your left arm. Reach up, strong legs, strong hips. Pull that tailbone in, lift up the bottom of the pelvic blade, up, exhale and turn. Oh, I forgot to use the wall. Turn. So now these ribs, they have to be moved in and towards this armpit. In and towards this armpit. And then I can reach that top arm up. Allow that left buttock to turn. Yeah. So Amelia, it looks like you've got a nice turn in the thoracic lumbar. Now turn in your chest and shoulders a little bit more. Chest and shoulders turn. Paririta Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. Roll that top shoulder back, top shoulder back. Good. And now inhale and come up. I was going to use the wall. I'm not sure, how things are going to go. It would be your right heel would be at the wall, turned out 60 degrees, and the left leg would be out. So it'd be something like this. Do this as you feel is necessary. Roll that back thigh. I take my hand and I make sure that stubborn back of the thigh is listening. And I turn inside to outside. And I strongly press that back thigh back. If I pick up that front foot, it makes me stand up the head of the pelvis even better. And then when I put it down, I don't lose that. Reach up with your right arm. Reach up. Just have the left arm reaching down towards the floor. Now start your turn early. Turn, turn, turn. Turn in those back ribs. Bring the hand down. Now your hand can be on your sacrum so that you can feel how that, now your right buttock should be turning towards the floor. Turn towards the floor. Groins going back and away from each other. Then that arm can come up. Turn the ribs, turn the chest. Where are we? Shoulders back. That top shoulder, even if your hand is, staying on the wall or the waist, you can draw that top shoulder back. Lengthen the underside of your ribs. Paririta Trikonasana, revolve triangle pose. Turn, turn, turn in that thoracic lumbar region. Okay, inhale and come up. Have a sit in Dandasana. So what's good about the sticky mats is it can help intelligize your skin. So if I just lift up and I kind of scoot, it pulls the hamstring back towards the buttock, towards its insertion point. Okay, look at your legs, see how they're facing. Are you happy with how they're facing? Are they pressing down firmly? Sacrum, move it in. You put your hand there and intelligize that area, move the sacrum in. And now take your arms up. ribs back. Urdhva, Hasta, Dandasana. Okay, and then release. Okay, now, hopefully you can do three repetitions of Paripurna. We just call it Navasana, full Navasana, and then half Navasana. So it looks something like this, and then move just a little bit away from the wall. So I'm doing that to catch that skin, make the legs firm and together. So I'm kind of gluing the legs together. I'm in Dandasana with my hands back. My abdomen pulls back towards the spine. So right now I feel my sits bones very strongly. So I rock back until I do not feel my sacrum. So I rock back and I'm just on the fleshy part of the buttocks. I lift the legs and reach the arms for Paripurna Navasana. Then Ardha Navasana. Paripurna Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Paripurna Navasana. And you do 3 times. Go back a little bit more, Pratima. So this backward movement for the Ardha, the abdomen pulls back and arms back. So your eyes are level with your toes. Okay, and another option of doing this, Karen, if you want to just try bringing the feet back and the hands back, and you're just lifting like this. Just that much. Or heels only, up on the chair. Just work on this part. It's kind of a nice way to work on it. You're working your legs big time. Rolling the shoulders back, pulling the abdomen towards the spine. Just this part. Yeah. So in Paripurna, in full, Pratima, that looks pretty good, but the arms should be parallel, not here, here, parallel to the floor. Yeah? There you go. Yeah. Untuck your chin. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, so it's from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Do that 10 times a day and you don't have to do sit-ups. Okay. Janu Shirshasana. I'm going to turn my sticky mat to face you. Sit on the left side of your mat. Pull the skin of your left thigh back towards the buttock. Take your right knee out. And the toes should just touch your inner left leg. Turn the trunk. So you're turning from that right side of the pelvis and hip area. Yeah. Now first, just cross. Remember how we just crossed the arm when we did Adho Mukha Swastikasana? We just crossed the arm. Okay, now can you keep it crossed? Slide it on more towards the outside. If you only get to your shin and you start to round in your back, you stop and you're here. So you're not, show you from the side. You're not doing this. Okay, you're here. And you just work on moving this thoracic lumbar area in. Now, if you can grab your toe tips, do that. Keep turning. Keep reaching the right knee away from you as the rest of the trunk turns towards that straight leg. Now both hands. Pull on the toes and make your spine nice and concave. Bend the elbows. And head on something. Bolster, blanket, whatever works. Chair, yeah. Janu Shirshasana should be pretty much a daily pose. So do it how you normally practice it. Okay, keep the straight leg pressing down, keep the bent knee pressing away as you come up to the concave, and then come up for Bahasta, and release. Janu Shirshasana, scoot over to your right side of your mat, pull the hamstring of the right leg back towards the buttock flesh. Take your left knee out to the side. Turn the shin, turn the ankle bone, turn the foot. So you see how easy it is, right, to face the bent knee. So we're doing, you know, quite the opposite. Turn. You get to do that in a minute. Lift up. Use that back hand. I'm holding on to my sticky mat on the back to help me turn. I'm pulling it. This is my stiffer scoliotic side. So I'm turning the back ribs, particularly at the thoracic lumbar part. Okay, and now I'm sliding the hand on the outside of the shin, and I'm using, this is my more difficult side, so I'm going to use every prop imaginable. The hand on the straight leg hand, I'm pressing onto the floor and helping me turn in the lower pelvic region, turn in the abdomen, head away from the chest, chin away from the chest. If I catch my outer foot, good. If I don't, I just keep on working, turning in the concave version. Okay, so you know who you are if you're staying in the concave or you're taking the hand off the floor. Exhaling, bending, and releasing the spine. Forward, thoracic lumbar spine in and up. That means up towards your head side. The back should feel like it's going somewhere. It's moving forward. It's forwardly extending. Come up to the concave. And release. Okay, go back to your right knee bent. So scoot over to the left side of your mat. Pull the hamstring back of the straight leg. Turn your right knee out, take it back. If it can be a little bit further back than your hip, great. If it can't, that's okay. Do what you can. Okay, now deliberately turn towards your bent knee. So you are taking your left hand and reaching it across to cultivate just the top of the right knee. Release that buttock flesh. I forgot to do that. So you feel those two buttock bones. Okay, now remove your hand from the bent knee and place it palm up along the inside of your straight leg. This is Parivrtta Janushirshasana. So we got so much length and extension when we did the standing poses, when we worked on the extension of the thoracic lumbar region extending towards the armpit. So I want you to see, can you feel that here? As you extend the trunk, don't shorten this area, but so the top ribs, that's your right side, it has to move in. I will show you from this way. This is super important. So it's not, see these ribs, that's their tendency. They want to go out. They have to go in. Can you see that? So I'm actually pushing those ribs in, elongating that under, which is your left side, elongated under. You could have, sorry, I didn't tell you to have it. You could have a blanket on the inside of your shin knee area, straight leg, if you can't get your elbow down. Quite nice, actually. Now turn the palm, so my palm is up, right? I'm turning the palm so my thumb reaches underneath my heel of the straight leg. Now I dig that elbow in to the blanket or the floor, and I lengthen that underside of the trunk. Be firm in that hip. That straight leg femur has to be pulled into the socket. This has to go in. Now take that top arm up. If this is enough, then you just stay here and you just work on the turning part. If you can, the arm comes up, overhead. See if you can grab the outside of your foot and pull yourself on over. Don't collapse. Keep turning your trunk up towards the ceiling. Towards the ceiling. It's one of my favorite poses. Reach, Pratima. Reach, straighten that arm. Straighten it. Doesn't matter where it goes, but it should be straight. Straighten it, yeah. Nice, yeah. Good job. Okay, inhale and come up. Second side. Straighten your right leg and your left. It'll just be a diagonal. Release the buttock flesh. Now turn towards your bent knee. You see how nice that is, how well that goes. Turn your waist, turn your rib cage, lumbars, chest, shoulders as much as possible. Okay, now take your right hand off your left knee, reach it on the inside of your straight leg. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Either you have your blanket there or your elbow comes to the floor as you reach for your foot. The palm can turn, so the palm is up and then the fingers reach, the thumb at least reaches towards the heel. Lengthen that under left side and move the top ribs in. In. Don't let them poke out. Turn the trunk. This can be one version where your hand is just on your hip there and you're turning. Another version, take that top arm up, reach it, grab the foot and lengthen and pull yourself on over. Hold your little toes and pull. Send your elbow up to the ceiling. If you've got a hold of with the top arm, otherwise the arm can just be straight, elbow straight, and turn. Very nice. All right, inhale and come on. I'm going to have this support for my shoulders and a little bit of my neck, my C7 for Setubandha. I'm going to have, this is optional, back for my feet. For brick Setubandha. The choices are, I imagine that this way of doing brick Setubandha is too easy for most of you, but this is the order of learning. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. And this is number 4. So you decide where you might be. I'll skip this flat one. I think it's all going to be pretty easy for all of you. But I'll go to this second tallest way the brick can be and the wide way all the way across the sacrum. So I lift up and I'll put, oops, this is the second way. And I just reach the feet to the wall, tuck the shoulders under. Still working my legs. Tuck the shoulders. Tailbone lifts up, thighs press down. This gluteus medialis should be firm and reach towards the heels. So if that's too easy, you know, you could go to this tall wide way or tall narrow way. You all know your bodies, you know what you need. And some of you may or may not need the bolster. But I'd like to see even extension, inner and outer legs, evenly working. Work your legs, but don't work your brain. Let the poses help you with your breath. See how the poses can help you with your breath. You know, when we were in swastikasana, I think that's what it was. I said, you know, how the inhalation can help you lengthen your spine upwards and roll your shoulders back. How the exhalation can help descend or release your trapezium, shoulder blades down your back. So do this in Setubandha. What can the inhalation help you with? And what can the exhalation help you with? I can tell you, I can give you some hints, but yoga is an experiential practice. To learn it, it has to be experienced. As you're contemplating your Setu Bandha and your breath, let me read you a fabulous BKS Iyengar quote. The human mind loves to go all over. So to concentrate, it's difficult. Yoga is union. For union to take place, communication has to take place. The different parts of the body have to connect, communicate, integrate. How can you unite where there is no connection? All parts of the human being have to be connected. The various details of the asanas take you on this path. Connection towards union. And I'm sorry I misspoke. It's an Abhijata Iyengar quote. When I first read it, I thought I saw BKS. It's Abhijata, his granddaughter. All right, to come down, you just bring your feet off your bolster or to a bent knee position if you were just on the floor, and lift the buttocks well up, and then slowly lower from the top of the spine towards the tailbone and the buttock flesh. Okay, Shavasana, lie flat if possible. If not, support underneath your backs of your thighs, underneath, if you have the lower back problems, the support can be underneath the backs of the thighs, or the calves can be up on the chair. Relax and release. Let go everywhere. That includes the brain. You created a lot of space in today's class. Can you feel that space? Can you go towards that space? Even in your brain cells, you've created space. Feel that space helping you to make a better way of life. Basically, that's what Iyengar, well, not just Iyengar yoga, but that's what yoga's attempt is. Yoga makes us, usually, almost always makes me have a better day. I have better days when I practice than when I don't. Feel that space you've created, be with that space. Try to push any distractions out of your way. Go towards that very heart center, the place where the soul resides. And that place is always there, and it's always quiet. It's always peaceful. Relax all the muscles, especially in your face, your jaw, your lips. You know, the skin of your lips should just slightly be touching. Tongue towards the bottom palate, throat soft. Invite peace and be with that space you've created. Now just slowly let your eyes be open, but not, don't have any strong will, desire to see any one thing. Just gently let the eyes open and gently fold the limbs in one at a time. Very slowly roll to your right side and sit up straight and tall, and continue to notice, appreciate that space you created. Bring your hands to your heart in gratitude, with devotion and with humility. We bow our heads down, saluting to this practice, saluting to the community that we are so appreciative of, and to all the teachers who brought us this